Soon Lucy and Dr. Manette arrived back from their walk and they all sat down to dinner. Dr. Manette was looking well, and Lucy as beautiful as ever, her cheeks quite pink and her golden hair glistering. After dinner, Mr. Tarnay arrived and joined the company under the plane tree in the garden. They began talking about sights they had seen in London. Charles mentioned the Tower of London, where letters of the alphabet had been discovered carved on a part carved on a wall of one of the cells. While Charles was telling this story, Dr. Manette suddenly went very pale. So when Miss Prose and Mr. Lorry they were talking about Dr. Manette, suddenly Lucy and Dr. Manette they both came back and they returned from their walk and they joined Mr. Lorry and Miss Prose. Dr. Manette was looking healthy and Lucy was looking very beautiful. After the dinner, Mr. Charles Darnay also joined them, and Charles Darnay he's talking about the Tower of London. Actually, he's talking about the latest discovery that was done in the Tower of London. That is, some letters of the alphabet had been discovered. That is carved on a wall. Which wall? One of the walls of the cells. When Charles told this story, then Dr. Manette he became quite uneasy and uncomfortable. Lucy noticed that thing and she asked, "My father, you are ill." "No, my dear, not ill. There are large drops of rain falling and I am rather startled. We had better get in." The doctor recovered almost instantly. Rain really was falling in a large drops and he showed the back of his hand with raindrops on it, but he did not say a word about the discovery in the Tower of London. Mr. Lorry, however, had his doubts. So when Lucy Manette she noticed that Dr. Manette he was feeling uncomfortable and uneasy, then Lucy asked, "What happened, my father? I think you are ill." Dr. Manette replied, "No, my dear, I am not ill, but I am just surprised by this rain. See, rain is falling on my hand, so it's better for us to get inside the house." So after that they all get inside the house and the rain started falling heavily, and they were all inside the house and they were having a look at the raindrops outside. But Dr. Manette had not said even a single word about the discovery in the Tower of London. Just as Miss Prose was about to serve tea, Sydney Carton arrived and sat down with the rest near the window. Despite the heavy rain, the night was hot and steamy. So after dinner, Miss Prose has served them tea and Sydney Carton has also joined the company and they all sat near the window. Although it rained heavily on that day, but the night was very hot and steamy. The raindrops are still falling, large, heavy and few. "It comes slowly," noted Dr. Manette. "It comes surely," said Carton. There was a great hurry in the streets. People were speeding away to find shelter before the storm broke. The room was full of echoes of the footsteps coming and going, and yet not a footstep was there. "Isn't it strange?" said Lucy. "I have sometimes sat here alone in the evening, listening until I have imagined these echoes to be the echoes of all the footsteps that are coming into our life." So first Mr. Lorry came in the house, then Dr. Manette and Lucy Manette they came back from their walk, then Charles Turner joined them and Finally, Sydney Carter had also joined them. They all are enjoying the rain, and Lucy, she was talking. By hearing the footsteps of the people who were in hurry to go to their houses, Lucy said, "Sometimes I used to come here in the evening. I used to sit there all alone, and I used to hear the footsteps of the people. It appears to Lucy that all the people they are to coming to her to get involved in her life, or these echoes are, you can say, it is a prediction of the entry of the new people in her life. Are all these footsteps destined to come to all of us, Miss Manet, or are we to divide them among us? I don't know, Mr. Darnay. It is only a foolish idea. Then I will take them into my life, Miss Manet, added Carton. A great crowd is bearing upon us. I see them and I hear them. Here they come, fast, fierce, and furious. The rain rushed and roared with these words, so he stopped. Flashing of light and clashes of thunder swept away all words, along with the echoes of the footsteps. So when Lucy managed, she said that sometimes she used to sit there and she imagined the echoes of all the footsteps, and she thought that the people are coming to our lives for taking shelter. Darnay asked, Miss Manet, do all these footsteps are destined to come to all of us, or we choose them, we divide that people among us? Miss Manet said, I don't know that whether they are all destined to come to our life or we have to divide them among us. That I don't know, because that is just a foolish idea of mine. That is just my imagination. Sydney Carton added, then it is, if it is like this, then I will take all the footsteps. I want to include all the footsteps. I want to welcome all the people who want to come in my life. I want to welcome all those with warmth and with a lot of affection. Then they all sat there silently, and they heard heavy sounds of heavy rainfall, lightning, and they heard the thunder, and along with all these things they also heard the echoes of the footsteps.